Good morning, JHS, and welcome back to the greatest newscast out there. And I'm Steve Camara. And as you can see, I'm a little short-handed today. We have our replacement Jake for Jero, because Jero is now gone. Jake was in, but Jake is not here today. So Trevor, who's usually my co-caster, is now doing sports. And also, Tanner is out. So we have Logan Brandt, who you saw him in the interview with Bowling, is coming in and doing tips with Logan for his replacement, I guess, for just this week. And also, Sierra Sobey, or Sierra Cyclone as we call her here at the studio, has a crazy week, and we just wanted to say, get better, Sierra. She did do the news, but she did have tonsil issues, and she also got mono. So you're probably not going to see her in school for a couple days because mono is pretty bad. So I guess we'll take it to her now.
I'm singing in the rain, just singing in the rain. What a glorious feeling.
Looks pretty boring. About 40, and that's about it. Saturday, though, you may be in luck and we may be getting some precipitation, but unfortunately, we're not in school then. Monday, Tuesday, really cold. I don't like the cold weather. I've had a pretty crazy week. First, my tonsils exploded. Then I got my car stuck in my driveway. And now I have mono. But yeah, I'm in school. And now we finally have some snow on the ground, thanks to our presentation on Tuesday. I'm sure we're all thrilled that we have some snow, although we have not been able to have a delay or a snow day, but some pretty wicked driving conditions. Like I said, I couldn't even make it out of my driveway, and I know other people had difficulties getting to school too. Back to you guys at the studio.
And we're back with the weather, and it's going to be a crazy week. And speaking of crazy, Sierra did have the crazy week, as I mentioned earlier, and she'll get better. It's only temporary, she'll be fine. One announcement we have is all the seniors out there that plan on graduating, which hopefully is all of you, cap and gown money, which is $24, is due February 1st. Now, this is kind of weird because that's right after Regents Week, which is in 2 weeks. So you got to keep that reminder. We're going to punch that into your heads. You got to remember, $24. So now we're going to have our replacement Logan talk about a couple tips with Logan.
Puff the magic dragon.
This is Tips with Logan, here to help you pass your midterms. Now, as everyone knows, midterms can be a stressful time. So I know that because last year, those were really stressful. But however, I'm here to help you pass your midterms. How do you pass your midterms? First of all, don't study at the last minute. Does not help, and you usually forget everything you studied anyways. So, if you're going to actually study, make sure you study over time. Read your books, actually. They actually have some useful information in them that can help you pass.
Those are pretty good tips. Midterms are coming up, and hopefully you all study because those are pretty important. So now, we're going to have a few words from our sponsors.
Hello, my name is Mr. Russo. This is Apple. But the question is, what is Apple?
Great question, Mr. Russo. Now, what is Apple? Not this apple, that's for eating. Apple is an acronym. It stands for Advanced Placement, Politics, Leadership, and Economics. So let's look at the political aspect of Apple.
On the table, Secretary Hamilton's plan to assume state debt and establish a national bank. Secretary Jefferson, you have the floor, sir.
Life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. We fought for these ideals, we shouldn't settle for less. These are wise words, enterprising men quote them. Don't act surprised, you guys, cause I wrote them. Ow, but Hamilton forgets. His plan would have the government assume state debts. Now place your bets as to who that benefits. The very seat of government where Hamilton sits.
Not true.
Oh, if the shoe fits, wear it. If New York's in debt, why should Virginia bear it? Our debts are paid, I'm afraid. Don't tax the South, cause we got it made in the shade. In Virginia, we plant seeds in the ground. We create. You just wanna move our money around. This financial plan is an outrageous demand, and it's too many damn pages for any man to understand. Stand
Jefferson, Secretary Hamilton, your response. Thomas, that was a real nice declaration. Welcome to the present, we're running a real nation. Would you like to join us or stay mellow, doing whatever the hell it is you do in Monticello? If we assume the debts the union gets, a new line of credit, a financial diuretic, how do you not get it? If we're aggressive and competitive, the union gets a boost, you'd rather give it a sedative? A civics lesson from a slaver. Hey neighbor, your debts are paid because you don't pay for labor. We plant seeds in the South, we create, they keep ranting. We know who's really doing the planting. And another thing, Mr. Age of Enlightenment, don't lecture me about the war, you didn't fight in it. You think I'm frightened of you, man? We almost died in the trench while you were off getting high with the French. Thomas Jefferson always hesitant with the president, reticent. There isn't a plan he doesn't jettison. Madison, you mad as a hatter, so take your medicine. Damn, you in worse shape than the national debt is in. Sitting there useless as two shits. Hey, turn around, bend over, I'll show you where my shoe fits. Excuse me. Madison, Jefferson, take a walk. Hamilton, take a walk. We're gonna reconvene after a brief recess. You've got a friend in me. You've got a friend in me. When the road looks rough ahead in your mind.
We're back here with economics and economics. We're gonna make money rain. Right now, they're studying the supply and demand curve. Now you might know what that is, but we go more in depth than that. So I'm just gonna teach you. Now, what does the D stand for?
Demand.
What does S stand for?
Supply.
What does E stand for? Okay, well, obviously she doesn't.
Equilibrium.
There you go. That's why we're studying here, folks. So basically, Mr. Russo is going to teach you how to make $1 million at the end of the year. Because it's all about the Hamiltons.
Hamilton.
Now we're going to send it over. So now we told you what Apple is, but why take it? So we have these 3 students here who enjoy Apple, who go home every day and want to take a big bite out of this apple. No, I'm just kidding. Here we are. Jack Fitzgerald.
Well, this class is a nice challenge, and I always like a nice challenge. It's also another AP class you can take before going off to college, and I just like government and economics. And leading freshmen.
There we go. Logan.
Oh, I think Apple is a great class to take because you get to try new things. Like we the People convention. We'd never done anything like that before. And it was a great time. You got to meet some new people from the New Visions Law Center. And I think it's a great thing for next year.
And Alexia.
Oh, you learned more about politics. I knew nothing about politics until now. So.
Isn't this great? We really enjoy. Look at these kids, just growing up so fast. Look. Now we just learned about why taking Apple. Here's some advice from another group of kids who take it.
Make sure you do your work. Don't procrastinate.
Practice your speeches and don't mention Hitler.
And you're asking, why not mention Hitler? Join the class and find out. We'll see you next time. There we have it from our sponsors, and Apple is a pretty good class. I'm not going to go into depth because obviously that's sponsorship did show us, but I encourage you to take it, and so does Mr. Russo. So now, send it back to Trevor with sports, and it's going to be great.
Dong! It has been a week of sports. That's what it's been, a week of sports. Starting off, bowling clinched the Southern Division for a third year in a row. It's the third year they've done that. I don't know. They're crazy. They're great. They're wonderful. They beat BP with a 4-0 match. It was so good. I don't know. It was just wonderful. It was everything I've ever. It was It was great. I don't know what to say. It was great. Let's see. Let's go, Lady Bills. They beat BP 69-31. Do you know how great of a game that was? I think it was probably the best we've seen them play all year. I can't wait. From here, they're only going to get better. They're only going to win more. It's going to be great. It's going to be wonderful. Now, tonight, we got it. Johnstown, home. We got it against Gloversville, the rivals. We're going to take them down. Huskies, Dragons, it doesn't matter. We're going to beat them up. We're going to throw them out. We're going to crush them. It's going to be great. Swimming's been out there swimming. They keep swimming. They're doing good. Finally, skiing is getting out there. They've had a couple, meets or, races being canceled, but they're going to get out on the slopes. They're going to race. They're going to go fast. They're going to, dodge every gate, red, blue, and they're going to get it. Nordic skiing, they're going the distance. That's all they're going. They're going for it. We're going to see you next week with sports, and it's going to be crazy. Back to the studio, guys.
Man, am I pumped for tonight's game. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be loud. Purple Rain's going to be going off. It's going to be crazy. I hope everyone can make it, and if you can't, certainly you'll hear about it this weekend because it's just going to be a good game, both equally good teams. The Foothills this year is crazy as it is. So, anyway, I guess that does conclude tonight's news, and I guess we're going to have to see you next time here at JHS.